Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Come Dine with Us. This month, we are making an Hawaiian omelet. It's got pineapple.
How fun! How fun is that?
It's a lot of fun.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
I'm glad you're trying it. I don't know that it's something that I would try, but it doesn't mean it's not absolutely wonderful.
Right, but are you a pineapple on your pizza kind of girl or not?
Hell no.
See, I am.
Yin
Like,
yang.
it's not even that it's Hawaiian. I just love pineapple on a pizza. Like my favorite go-to pizza, if I could pick it every time, would be a vegetarian with hot peppers and pineapple. I love that sweet, spicy together. So there's not even any meat on it. I love pineapple. So I'm kind of excited for this one. So we'll see.
I love pineapple. I just don't think it's where it belongs. But anyways, we digress. We're trying something new.
That's right.
I'm just glad we're separated this time. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. Okay, let's carry on. What are you starting with first?
I'm going to start off with a little bit of coconut oil. So we're going to heat up the skillet here. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better than in previous episodes. So we've got the skillet warming up right now. I'm throwing a little bit of coconut oil in there. Oh, that's quick to warm up. Let that warm up. And then we'll be mixing up some eggs and kind of starting the omelet. So we'll start with that.
All right, so we know that coconut oil is very good for healthy fats, right? These fats have a different effect on the body than regular saturated fats, right? So this is going to actually increase your HDL, which is your happy cholesterol, and that's what we want. We definitely want that. We want to increase the HDL, definitely. Now, I was going to say MCT oil, which is a medium chain oil, which coconut oil is different than other oils in another way. It doesn't have to be broken down. It's basically done for you. So it's very quickly absorbing. You don't have to digest it down anymore. So it's very easily absorbable, which is great.
I mean, and you do, like, there is a bit of obviously there's coconut flavor to it. So, but I find that in most cases, it's a lighter flavor, and especially if you don't use very much, that by the time you add the other ingredients, you don't really get it that strong. So, if you're not a big lover of coconut, that doesn't necessarily mean you can't use this.
Right,
by
it's
itself,
not
of course,
abundant
it's
in
a
coconut
powerful
flavor.
taste.
Yes.
But it seems to absorb some of those flavors. For me, it does anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's not super coconutty. The smell is coconutty, but the taste is quite mild of coconut.
Exactly.
So these fats, super healthy for brain. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you off. Yeah, you do the eggs. Coconut oil, very good for brain health. Absolutely wonderful to help increase concentration and kind of make the brain feel less foggy. So it's a really, really great option. All right, so now you're cracking the eggs. Many types of eggs, right? There's pasture raised, there's organic eggs, there's omega-3 eggs. Here's the difference. Pasture raised means that you're providing the hens with natural pasture, a natural based diet, right? So their omega-3 levels are naturally increased. Therefore, it's increased in the eggs, right? So it's also been shown to increase the vitamin E levels. Vitamin E, very important antioxidant, super, super good for the body. Organic, this means that the risk of contamination is lower. So therefore, the quality of the nutrients or the quality of nutrients in that egg is going to be higher as well. Omega-3 enriched simply means that their diets have been enhanced with omega-3s, such as krill oil or flaxseed oil, things like that. Health promoting benefits of eggs, we know that they are a complete protein, right? So they have all 9 essential amino acids, so therefore a complete protein. It's also full of really great vitamins like vitamin B, and vitamin B we know is really great for nervous system health. It's also a great source of selenium and iodine. Selenium is a very important, again, it's an antioxidant that's very important to the body. It's important for thyroid health, as is iodine. So it's a really, really great option. All right, what else you putting in there?
You're good.
Yeah, I see you putting other things that are in the recipe.
There's a little bit of garlic, because you know me, I love my garlic. It is so good for you, right?
Absolutely.
I love the smell of garlic. I like the taste of garlic. You know, there's not very much you can't throw garlic in. The benefits are so amazing, and the flavor is great. So, well, last part quickly. When you're whisking your eggs, you really want to get a lot of air in there. That's what's going to get them fluffy, so it's going to get loud for a second. But you really want to give them a really good whisk. Lots of air, get those bubbles going, get it nice and frothy, because that's going to make your omelet nice and light, fluffy. Now, some people add water to it. It kind of makes it more of a scramble, but which this could end up being. I'm not the greatest omelet maker, but we're going to try it.
As long as all the ingredients are in there, it doesn't matter what it looks like when it comes out, right? As long as everything's in there, you're good to go.
The pineapple.
Excellent. Okay, let me just I'm going to overview the recipe. So it calls for 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil. It calls for 5 eggs. We have half a teaspoon of sea salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a cup of pineapple that has been cored and diced, 2 2/3 ounces of prosciutto. Now, if you don't have prosciutto, you can absolutely use regular bacon or turkey bacon or chicken bacon, side fork, whatever you'd like, you can throw in there. All of it's going to be yummy. And excuse me, it also calls for 2 cups of spinach. Now, we say spinach, but these recipes that we use are always really, really, really flexible. If you don't have spinach or you don't like spinach, you can use a green that you do enjoy, I'm assuming, because you're laying the omelet right on it.
Arugula would be really nice with this too, because arugula's got that peppery taste, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
again,
a great suggestion.
Going with that sweet and salty, if you like that, right? So the pineapple's so sweet, that arugula give it that little bit of a peppery taste. I think that would also work really well. And
the arugula, well, the spinach does as well, but the arugula also acts as a bitter green, and bitter greens are fabulous for the digestive system and the digestive process. So that's a really great addition. Okay, so we're looking at the pineapple. We know pineapple is very rich in vitamin C. It also has manganese. Manganese, again, is another really excellent antioxidant, has some B vitamins in there. And of course, it has the fiber, which is really important for feeling fuller for longer and for regularity, and it helps the digestive process as a whole. So that's a really great, it's a great option here.
It is. Pineapple's so delicious.
Absolutely. Vitamin C, we know, is so it's a water-soluble antioxidant, and which is going to help you against those free radicals. We know those pesky rascals are in the body, and so we got to try and add in those foods that are going to help us kind of fight those free radicals.
I miss that. I miss you right here doing that to me.
Eventually, we'll be in our kitchens together. Don't panic.
We will.
Eventually, we will get there. Right now, we just have fun.
We will. Absolutely.
When it comes to pineapples, pineapples are best when stored at room temperature. So storing them on the counter. You can put them in the fridge. That will extend their life, but may not turn out to be as great. Storing them on the counter is going to ensure that those sugars stay intact, so the sweetness is going to remain intact as well. So, yum. How's that? Oh my gosh, how's it turning out?
It's looking great. There's no doubt about it. It's cooking nicely. So we're going to cook that a little bit longer. It's going to be the flipping part. We will see.
It'll be a surprise for everyone.
It's going to be a surprise for everyone. Most of my omelets it's like turn out sometimes into scrambled egg form.
Yeah.
So it's like a plate of scrambled eggs with a whole bunch of great stuff inside of it. I love omelets. Just haven't quite mastered that whole, you know, making it look so pretty, right?
It's tricky. It's definitely a skill for sure.
It's a skill. It's a skill that we're going to see if I can figure out how to do properly tonight. But if not, well, I'm sure the taste of it's not going to change.
No, absolutely not. So I see that you have pineapple cut up. What else do you have there?
I've got some prosciutto. So I'm going to, prosciutto's a really thin sliced meat. I don't know if you could even see it.
You can, against your black shirt. Yes, we can. Yeah.
But it's a really thin sliced ham. Prosciutto is delicious. Prosciutto is great with fruits. It's great with cheeses. As often you'll see that on a charcuterie board.
Yep.
Often you'll see people wrap melon cantaloupe with prosciutto. So it really does go well with that sweet fruit. So I like prosciutto, but it is high in sodium. It is a deli meat. You know, it's a cured ham, so there's other options if somebody doesn't want to. But while I'm checking out the omelet, you can chat about prosciutto.
Well, you basically said it all, right? It's an uncooked, dry cured ham. And like you said, it does contain a higher sodium level. So if that is something that you're watching, you will want to substitute that for, like we said, you could do a turkey bacon or a side pork. Yeah, which would reduce some of that sodium content. And you can usually find prosciutto in any of the deli meat sections of any grocery store.
Absolutely, any Italian deli and anything like that too, right? So
definitely. Okay, so you're putting that right on the omelet.
On half the omelet. So what I've done is half the omelet has the pineapple on it. The other half, and then I've just topped it with the prosciutto. And now I'm going to do
goat cheese. All right, so goat cheese is a really great source of selenium. This is we talked about it before, but it's an essential trace mineral that's often found in seafood. And so again, it's really important for thyroid health. Now, goat cheese is may be easier for some individuals to digest because there's less lactose because it's aged for a longer period of time. So sometimes if people can't tolerate dairy cheeses, sometimes they do better and they can digest the goat cheese easier because of that the less lactose that's included in there.
Apparently I didn't measure.
When do you ever?
Like ever?
I mean, it's goat cheese. You slather that on, man. Can you really get that wrong?
It's nice and soft right now. So I'm basically just breaking off little pieces. It looks like I've probably done quite a bit. Yeah. I'm just checking off little pieces. And you know what? I'll be honest, when I went out to get the goat cheese, it's not something I typically carry in the house. Although I love it, and that's probably why I don't carry it in the house, because I would just eat it. I actually contemplated, you can get so many different flavors of goat cheese now, right? I actually looked at the cinnamon one, which might have been nice. There was like a cinnamon cranberry. There was a pepper one, so if you like something like that, if you just like the plain one, you can get herbs and garlic. There's a bunch of different flavors you can get, so choose the one that you think is going to work best for you.
Now, in this instant as well, if you don't like goat cheese, go ahead and use the cheese that you have on hand. Especially now, you know, in the pandemic, we try to use recipes that are really flexible so that you don't necessarily have to go out and get ingredients for these types of recipes, right? I mean, any cheese would work in this instant, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't worry about the type of cheese. So if you don't have goat cheese or you don't like goat cheese, go ahead, check the fridge, and add in some other cheese, or just omit it completely. I'm sure it would be delicious even without the cheese. That was wonderful.
Oh, I'm so excited. So we're just gonna let that warm up a little bit. And we're having this for dinner tonight. Wonderful. We're having this for dinner tonight. Eggs are great for dinner. There's no there's nothing wrong with having an eggs for breakfast or for dinner. It's probably one of my favorites.
We have eggs for dinner quite often, actually. They're easy, they're healthy. It's one of the more, some people can't tolerate eggs. I can't tolerate a lot of eggs, but they're a very easily digestible protein. So if you don't have issues with eggs, absolutely, it's a really wonderful option. It's a very clean protein, so absolutely. They're inexpensive, they're always available. Right? I mean, typically most households do have eggs. Why not have it for dinner? I mean, there is that commercial that they have online on TV where it's eggs for dinner. That's weird. Did you ever see that commercial?
I know. I think it's great. It's probably one of my favorite. Breakfast for dinner is absolutely one of my favorite meals. It's quick. It's easy. Yep. It's nutritious. I think it's important to say too, people will say, we get that question a lot. What about eggs? Like, is it better just to have the yolk? Is it better just to have the egg, the white? Like, and I think it even goes back and forth, right? Sometimes it's better to have the white. Sometimes it's better to have the egg. I believe it's best to have the whole thing. It's a whole food. The egg white and the yolk complement each other. Yeah. They're created together. They're to be together.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So,
it is a whole food. Whole foods are important.
It's so important. Oh, I can see it bubbling. So I'll make sure it's nice and cooked in there. Maybe I'll just turn up a little bit.
Yeah, I love that commercial. Eggs for dinner? That's weird. That's not weird. You're weird.
Right? It is. It is so nice that it's still daylight out.
I know.
So excited. Oh, I can hear it sizzling. It doesn't have the strongest smelling dish we've ever made.
Okay.
Like, I can hear it. It looks great. I can get it, but those smells I don't think are really a strong smell. So you can't really smell it tons. I don't know if anybody was to walk in, they'd be like, oh my goodness, it smells delicious in your house. But it sounds, it's sizzling nicely. It looks like it's going to be absolutely delicious. And I'm just waiting for it to cook a little bit longer on the inside. And we'll be good to go. And you know what? If you don't like cold spinach, some people don't. They prefer their spinach warm. You could have thrown that right in there as well.
Totally agree. Even if you don't put it into the actual inside of the omelet, just saute it on the side, right? Wilt it a little bit on the side. It makes it a little easier to digest too, so it's a little bit nicer to your digestive system, but you're still getting it. And I mean, that whole bowl probably gives you a handful, right? There you go. See, right on the side. It's all in one dish. Wonderful. You can even put a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt and pepper on there if you'd like. Again, you're getting, oh, the coconut oil would work as well. Right, get those healthy fats, the salt and pepper, your salt giving you the healthy sodium, and pepper is going to rev you up from the inside because of the enzyme pepperine, right? It helps with metabolism. It's a spicy spice. There.
Yeah, and I threw on a little bit of coconut oil just to get it a little bit wet.
Okay.
And coconut oil, I love coconut oil on spinach, actually.
Oh yeah, it's light, it's delicious. Absolutely.
So this is not for one person. I mean, there was 5 eggs in there.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut this up nicely.
We forgot to mention, so spinach, I had a really cool quote, not quote, but a cool fact. Spinach provides over 160% of your daily vitamin A. We know that vitamin A is super important for eye health and vision, especially night vision. And it's 40% of your vitamin C. I mean, how amazing is that?
Right?
Excellent.
Well, that means there's a visitor coming. I really, you know, that's what they say when you drop a knife. There's a visitor coming.
Okay.
So we're just going to move that off to the side. A little bit of a, you know, live version type of lecture, but that's okay.
What have you got there?
you know, I had some fresh beans in my fridge, so I threw them on super quick. You probably didn't even notice I put my stove on.
I
Super
didn't.
quick, add a little bit of greens to your plate, which is great. We're gonna go get more
Absolutely. All right, we always advocate for half your plate of veggies. You've definitely accomplished that.
Isn't that lovely? Look
Yes.
at that.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm running out of space, but we're all good with that. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of salt, not much. Definitely some pepper. And we like to try to get a few colors on our plate. So let's go with a couple of slices of tomato.
Excellent. I mean, how wonderful is that? Okay,
Right?
now you got to try it. You got to try it.
Well, yes. Beans first?
No,
I
try
do
the
love
omelet.
beans.
We know what beans taste like. Try the omelet.
Oh. Mmm.
Are you getting a salt and sweet taste?
I did. I got a salty taste because of the prosciutto, that sweet taste. But you want to know what else we got in there?
What?
Is a really nice creamy taste. It's that creamy texture because of the goat cheese.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Mmm. It's a hit. I like it.
Excellent.
I absolutely love it, in fact. And there's lots of choices in there. There's a decent amount of prosciutto. There's a decent amount of pineapple. That goat cheese just gives it just that really nice texture.
Rich, yeah, rich flavor and texture. Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm. There's a bit of a crunch because of the pineapple.
Yeah.
It's a hit. I like it.
Excellent.
And these beans are cooked perfectly.
Nice. Lightly steamed, couple minutes, 3 to 4 minutes-ish is usually how, you know, it'll make them still a little bit crunchy. So again, it's going to make it a little easier to digest, but you're not heating it so much so that you're losing the valuable nutrients in it. So that's great.
And they
Wilted
should
spinach,
be.
always a hit.
Wilted spinach is always a hit.
Yeah.
So you can see how they still have like the stiffness to them.
Yeah.
They still have that crunch, right? A little bit of my heart. Really, what I do with my beans, I throw them in the pot. As soon as I hear boiling, I turn it off.
Yeah, and just let them sit for a couple minutes. Yep.
Boil.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
So,
And look at that. You did that in about 20 minutes. You're going to feed 3 people. Could easily, probably, if you have little people, more. But yeah, in 20 minutes, you're completely nourished with everything that you need, everything that's going to keep you going, keep your bodily systems nourished, and ready to get all the things done that you need to get done.
and you know what? Omelets or any type of egg dish like this, often I've made it in like a lasagna pan, throw everything in there, all my ingredients, throw it in the oven, cut it off into squares.
Yeah.
Breakfast for the week, a quick lunch, that quick, you know, I need a little bit of something. It's great. You can eat them. It's seconds to warm up.
Yeah.
And I would be able to do the same with this. Sometimes people put it in muffin tins.
Yeah.
Makes it very bite-sized.
Yeah.
Definitely do this with the muffin tins for sure. And then just have them ready for a couple of days in your fridge, and you're good to go.
Yep. Excellent.
It's a hit.
Excellent.
What else we got going on?
Well, we'll remind our participants or our people. I say participants because we've been doing a workshop with Connections Resource Center here on the Quebec side. So they are a non-for-profit organization helping English-speaking community of the Ottawa region. They do all kinds of workshops and other programs, and we happen to be doing one. So my mind automatically went to participants, but you can feel free to check out all kinds of stuff at our website, fullbodynutrition.com. If you have questions regarding this or any of the recipes or the videos that you see on our website, you can always contact us, Janice at fullbodynutrition.com or Jeanette at fullbodynutrition.com. We're always here to help out. We have our Wellness Initiative ebook still available online. It is currently half off, so if you put in the code half off, it'll be half off. So there you go. That's an easy 20 bucks off. Yeah, all kinds of information in our Wellness Initiative. We're passionate about it. We believe in the program so much so we're doing it with a large population. So we're excited about that. And so, yeah.
So exciting.
It is exciting.
Lots of things going on. We're keeping busy. We're keeping safe throughout this pandemic. Our families are keeping safe. We hope that you guys are as well. What else? Oh, we took a Reiki course. That's new.
Yeah.
You and I took a Reiki course.
Yeah. And
so hopefully
eventually we'll get.
Months.
Yeah, in the next couple of months, like you're saying, we'll get our Reiki 2, and that means level 2, which means that we'll be able to then offer it as a service to you guys, which is
as part of Full Body Nutrition. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's been great and exciting, and that's been fun. So we're keeping busy for sure. Just great.
Definitely. All right. Thank you for joining us. Oh, go ahead.
I got one more thing.
Go for it.
I got one more thing. Someone I know is celebrating a birthday this week. I won't disclose when, but we're pretty darn close to today and when it goes out. So to you, my most sweetest, amazing, beautiful inside out, all around, and everything all about you from your head to your toes. As a friend, as a confidant, as a business partner, as somebody I'm taking this journey with, happy birthday. I love you tons, and I miss you like crazy.
Thank you. Oh. Well,
It's a day.
That makes a girl feel special.
Well, you should be, because you are. You're special to me and so many people. So I hope your day it can't possibly be as special as you are, but it will be pretty darn special. I know it.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Laying it on thick. I love it.
Birthdays should be celebrated. Birthdays are exciting. And, you know, I love when someone says my birthday's coming and it's around the corner, or it's today, or you know what? Every day is a great day. Every day we should feel blessed and excited we're here. But you know what? When we have made it 365 days around the sun, like a really good friend of mine said, it's also a blessing. So you, my friend, have a happy, happy, happy birthday.
Thank you, mucho. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. We hope that you love this recipe. This recipe, by the way, is going to be on the website, which I didn't mention, fullbodynutrition.com. So you'll find it and all kinds of others. You do have to be a subscriber to see it. So just a quick email address and boom, you're done. We promise we're not sending you all kinds of stuff endlessly. Sometimes people get a little nervous about adding in their email address, thinking we're going to send and send and send and send. Nope, that's not us. We send you important stuff like our newsletter, you know, quarterly. So we're not invasive in that way. So don't worry about it. So sign up to get this recipe and all of our other recipes. There's tons on our website. So you can absolutely enjoy that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. All our other services are at fullbodynutrition.com as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
And if you see our video and you like it, share it, pass it along, because it might be interesting to you, but it might be really helpful and really interesting to somebody else. Even if you don't know it, we know how social media works. So please feel free to share, send, like, whatever you need to do on all the different platforms we have, which are on our website. And we truly appreciate it, and we appreciate you. So
stay safe, everyone, and we're wishing you well.
Wishing you well. Bye now.